I probably couldn't count. I have several heroes. My first hero is actually my mother. I think my mother started balancing work and child raising at a time when women were just beginning to do that, when they still had to get dressed up in three-piece suits if they wanted to go to work and be taken seriously. And she did all of that and still was a huge force in my life in terms of helping me to see the kind of person I wanted to be, not necessarily the kind of professional I wanted to be, but the kind of person I wanted to be. And we joke that when I say I wanted to be like my dad, I was talking about how I wanted to work. And when I said I wanted to be a good person, I was talking about my mom. So I think she balanced everything and still remained a good person. Probably the next role model was a woman named Rebecca Adamson, who founded First Nations Development Institute, because she was able to take a dream that she had and reach out to hundreds of thousands of people and have an impact on their life in a way that was very simple and really quite doable. But no one had ever done it before. And she started out in office. Her office was her house. She eventually hired enough people that she had to buy a different house and left the office in that house, and never had to go very far from who she was as a person or what she saw herself doing in her life to be effective and help other people in their lives. She didn't have to move to Washington, D.C. and write policy, and she didn't have to travel around the world and give speeches unless she wanted to. And then my third hero would be a woman whose name is Joan Reed. And Joan Reed works actually at Harvard University. And she, for me, embodies the ability to be a successful professional as a woman of color. She listens extraordinarily well. She knows how to speak when she will be best heard. She knows how to build collaborative and functional relationships across time and across space, geography, and across organizations. And I don't think she's ever seen or come across something she doesn't think is possible. She just steps back and says, how can this be done? Or how can I help you do this? Or how could you do this? Or how could I do this? But she never says, oh, that's not possible. And I'm not so idealistic that I think that everything is possible, but to approach it that way, I think certainly improves your opportunities and chances of being successful.